Yeah. As we had the same point, easy to add or remove the computers whichever is on the network. Sorry. Next point is a failure in any cable will only take down network access of one computer and not the entire network. So, if any of the wires connected to each other, if any damage happens to the wire, if for example in this figure you can observe if any damages happens to this particular wire, it doesn't affect to the entire topology. It doesn't affect to the entire network architecture. It just will be a problem only to this computer. The problem will be it can't send data or it can't communicate with others which is there already on the network. So that is what happens. It doesn't, if the failure of any one of the component on the network, it can be a computer or it can be a wire, that doesn't affect to entire network. As I told you, just imagine with compare this with our lab computer network. The computers which is there in our lab, if many computers usually happens to be not working, right? It may damage or it may stop working. Does it stops all the computers which is there in the lab? No. All the other computers will be working, only the repaired one will stay without working, right? So that is what the meaning of this sentence is. When the hub fails, then the network also fails. So when the hub means the center connector which is connecting all the computers together and which is allowing to transfer data from one computer to another. That hub, if that hub stops working, then the network computer will not stop working, the network will stop working. What do you mean by network? Network, if once it is connected to network, it will be able to transfer data from one computer to another computer. If the hub stops working, you can switch on the computer or you can work on the applications which is saved inside the computer, but you can't send any information from one computer to another computer. That can't be done when the hub fails. Okay, so that is what star topology is. Let us see the next type of topology. This third type of topology is ring topology. Ring is nothing but it is connected to each other like this. So let us see its features. Nodes are connected in a circular chain. In a circular chain means it doesn't mean that it should be arranged in a circle shape itself. It also means, what do you mean by a circle? Circle doesn't have an end, right? There is no end to it. So each edges are connected to each other. There is no end. So that is what the meaning of the circular chain means. It is connected to each other without a open end. Each node is connected to next one and last node connected to the first. So each node is connected to the neighboring computers, and if we consider this as the first computer and this as the last computer, so last computer is connected to the first computer. Okay, so it's in a circular mode. Every computer has exactly two neighbors. This figure is also an example of ring topology. See, every computer exactly will have two neighbors, right? One is left and another one is right. That is compulsorily they will have neighbors, left and right neighbors. All messages travel through a ring in the same direction. Either it should pass, the messages should pass, see, like this. Either it should follow clockwise. Clockwise means from left to right, and anti-clockwise means right to left. Any one direction only it can follow. For example, if this computer wants to send something to this computer, it should come in this way itself. It should pass to this and then only it will pass to this computer. Or if we are following the anti-clockwise, then it should start from here, then only it will come to this. Okay, that is what always it travels in only one direction, the same direction. But in the bus topology and star topology, data will travel in all the directions, in both the directions. Okay. If one node fails, the whole network goes off. There is a big disadvantage in ring topology. If one of the node means the computer which is connected on the network. If one of the node fails on the network, the entire topology fails. It's not like in star and bus topology. If one node fails, that doesn't affect to the entire network. But here in ring topology, if one of the node fails, it affects to the entire topology. Computers are usually located close together. This uses short distances. Okay, easy to set up. Easy to set up because the computers are attached to a single ring of cable and no central connector such as hub. As we had in star topology, there is no hub set in between, and there is only a single wire that is connected like a ring. Okay, so it is easy to set this topology, easy to design this topology. There is no beginning or end in a ring network. As I told you, if you take a circular shape, there is no starting or there is no ending point also. In the same way, in the ring network itself, any computer can be considered as first, any computer can be considered as last. Right? There is no end. There is no end to this ring. So this is what ring topology is. Now you think which type of topology may be followed in our computer lab. Is it a ring, or is it a star, or is it a bus? You have to answer me this in the group. Okay, just write your name and tell me which topology is followed in our computer lab. Okay, let me move to the next topic. Next topic is protocol. Okay, I'll show you this on the textbook. We completed this. See here, you can see it's clear pictures in the textbook. Star topology. This is bus topology. Yeah, now we are in the protocol. It's the last topic of this unit. Okay, so let me shift to my PPT. Protocol. What do you mean by protocol? You might have heard this word before in many places. Like generally, we can hear this in police department, right? Have you heard this called protocol? Protocol means some set of rules. Simple. If you have some set of protocols, we will also have some set of protocols to our school, like we should come in proper uniform, we should wear shoes, we should wear tie. All these are our school protocols that you should follow when you are studying in our school, right? So protocol is nothing but some set of rules. So why we use protocols in network? The protocols are there on the network because many things are happening on the network. We are sending mails, we are sending files, we are sending images. Some computers are receiving mails, some computers are sending mails, some computers are downloading, some computers are uploading. All these activities are being done on the network. So to handle these many varieties of jobs, there should be some rules set, then only the things will go on smoothly on the network. Okay, so only these protocols are made. There are different types of protocols which we use for different purpose, which we use for different activities. These rules are already set, that is being working on the internet, on the network. So only we are able to use the internet smoothly because of these rules. The data will transfer only in following these rules. Data will always follow these rules, then only we are able